Today we're going to install the curb alert, curb warning system, which will prevent damage from happening to your front bumper and air dam. The system consists of three basic components, which are the sensor, the main control module, and the buzzer. The first portion of the installation requires that you mount the sensor to the lower portion of the front bumper. You want to use the supplied 3M tape and adhere it to the bottom, making sure to clean the surface of the vehicle, center it, and you'll be adjusting the angle once the installation is complete. Once you're done mounting it, you're going to want to route your cable to the top of the hood area and then route it across into the vehicle compartment area. You want to either use an existing grommet or you can route it along the door jamb, making sure not to catch anything or kink the wire. We do not recommend that you drill any holes through the vehicle to route this cable, as it may cause corrosion and you may get water damage inside the car. So use an existing grommet. In this particular vehicle, we actually found an opening on the firewall. I'm just going to remove the grommet, which is a rubber grommet. I am going to make a small hole through the center to route our cable through it. And as you can see from the opening, that cable will go right into the vehicle compartment without having to drill any hole in the vehicle. To ensure that your installation is going to last and that you're not going to have any issues down the road, what I do under the dash is I make sure that my electrical connections are actually pulled tight, and I leave some slack on the two connectors which go into the module. That way you'll prevent the module from having the connectors come loose on you. Now that we've got our cable from the sensor routed into the interior of the vehicle, we are going to go ahead and make our installation of the main module, which the sensor will plug right into, as well as the buzzer, which also plugs into the main module. The buzzer itself has a high and low setting as well as an off setting. We recommend that you start with high, and when you do your initial testing, and if you find that the buzzing is too loud, you can switch it to low. In this particular installation, I'm going to disassemble the lower portions of the vehicle here to be able to mount our two units out of sight. Remember that once you install and program the module, you will not need access to it, and so it could be hidden underneath the dash panel. We've now wired our ignition and ground. We've also mounted our buzzer and our module. They're both sitting underneath the dashboard in this area. But before we assemble the vehicle, we are going to go ahead and adjust our sensor. Now that we've got all the wiring done inside the cab of the vehicle, we're going to go ahead and use the box that came with the kit to set the actual distance at where the curb is going to notify us inside the vehicle. Now, using a measuring tape, you can go from 8 inches out to 30 inches depending on what you prefer. Keep in mind that you are going to need to press the set button that's on the side of the module to set the distance, and so you will do final assembly once programming is done. The final step in calibration is going to be to adjust the angle of the actual sensor pointing towards the ground. You're going to do this by loosening the screw that's on the actual sensor and tilting it down, bringing it back up until the unit beeps. Doing this adjustment is going to keep the unit from giving you false alarms, so make sure that you follow the instructions in the guide as to exactly how to calibrate this on your particular vehicle. Well, we've got the unit all calibrated and adjusted, and now we're going to go ahead and give it a try and make sure that everything works just as it should. We've got our system installed. We're ready to test the unit. We should be getting our 3 confirmation chirps that everything is okay, and we'll start rolling towards our box. There's our 3 chirps. We're rolling forward, and it should get a notice as to when to stop. There we go. Stop the vehicle. Let's go check it out and see if we parked exactly where we needed to. Okay, well, we should be in front of our object without hitting our lower front air dam bumper. And here we are, safe. We didn't damage anything on the vehicle. We're good to go.